Well, Joel and Tony, look, it was 2014 when we stood together in Parliament House because you'd agreed to lead our newly formed Parliamentary Friends of Forestry and Forest Industries Friendship Group. Now, what the members don't quite know, I think, is just how hard that was to get out of the blocks, because quite a few people said, no, we've got an agriculture friendship group, let's leave it at that. But these two parliamentarians said, no, forest industries is huge in Australia, they're specific, let's have a group for them. And we hoovered up enough supporters across the party lines to make that happen. And the other thing members probably don't know is just how much we use the fact that you're our supporters in Parliament House. Every time we're trying to do an event in Parliament, it's advertised through their offices and they help us get the bookings we need. And it's been really important for the last 2 terms, almost 8 years actually. And this is a special day. We want to thank you for the work through the term, but also thank you, Joel, because you're departing Parliament. So I have a special gift for both of you here to say thank you. This is one for you. Take the whole box.
The whole thing.
The box and
Tony and I were sharing.
And the cufflinks.
Thank you.
And that's a special thank you from our industries. They are golf ball boxes, but you don't have to put golf balls in them. Joel, he plays a lot of golf and he might play a bit more. Cufflinks, perhaps election promises, whatever you like, can go into these beautiful boxes. So I might throw to you first, Tony, and then Joel, just to say a few words.
Well, Ross, thank you very much for the gift. But more importantly, thank you for everything you do for the forest industries. But today, for me, my contribution is mostly about this bloke. I think I came to Canberra kind of engineered to hate people from the Labor Party. It didn't take me long to realise there were some decent men and women on both sides of the aisle. And in Joel, I think we've got someone who personifies decency. He's an articulate politician, he's a competent member of Parliament. He is more than all of that. I'm here to tell you he's a bloody great bloke, and I couldn't have wanted a better person to be co-convenor with. Joel, I think a lot will be said in the next couple of weeks or maybe a later week about you and your time in Parliament and these things. I hope to make a contribution to that, but I just wanted to say, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you on behalf of the forest industries. We've been able to achieve a lot. The fact that we've worked in such a collaborative way is a lot down to you. And the fact that the industry is enjoying unprecedented bipartisanship in support for the industry is a lot about the way you've gone about it. So, mate, from me to you, thanks very much. And I hope you're no stranger. I hope to catch up with you. I've never been to the Hunter Valley, but I might knock on your door when I'm there, mate.
You'll find some very fine wines in the Hunter Valley.
Now you are stretching the friendship.
Marginally better than those South Australian wines, but
I doubt that.
thanks, Tony. That's very generous. It's been a pleasure working with you, and so too with you, Ross and Greg, and your amazing team here at AFPA. I think we were justified in seeking a separate group because forestry and the forestry industries are such a large part of our economy. On their own, they're part of our path to net zero emissions, and in the wake of COVID, they are very much part of that sovereign capability conversation. So yeah, it's been a great pleasure working with you. I think we've done a few things together. I'm leaving the Parliament, but I won't be a stranger to this industry or a few others in which I maintain a strong interest. And the only other thing I can say in closing, other than thank you for the gift, is that if it were not for COVID, I'd be giving Tony Passon a cuddle right now, which of course has become a tradition
I was going to ask.
amongst the conveners.
So what you're saying, Joel, is there's one thing we can thank COVID for.
We are COVID spaced, as everyone can see here, very safely done. And I was going to ask if the world famous bipartisan forest industry support hug was going to get an outing. Might have to be virtual.
Yeah, well, when Tony comes to the Hunter and to sample some of our fine wines, he's on a promise.
All right. Thanks so much, and I'm sure out there everyone's applauding you both.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, Ross.